Do you feel no matter where you are, even if you're on a distant star, reach you without fail, wake you up, no matter who you are, our spirit will not fade, washing away the sound in your heart. Oh.
Okay, I can appreciate that they at least added a anime song to this. What's wrong with it is they took 3 years to make a basic update. I mean, this is what Ultimate Showdown should have been in the first place. They made a few revisions and they're bringing back a few skills. It's kind of like, I don't know, they lost their impact by making it take so damn long. I got tired of playing Ultimate Showdown at a point, and they, got to the point where I'm playing the same old Virtua Fighter. After the get over the shock of the new graphics, they wanted to have this most impact as possible. They should have waited, really, and just like this, a rollback netcode and the new revision, okay? Because this is basically Ultimate Showdown when it came out was basically exactly the same thing as Final Showdown. Only difference is you can't play Doral. Can we play Doral in this version? I don't know. Probably not. Not a tone yet. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to be focused on tournament play, but you still got to think about like regular consumers. Not everybody's a tournament play. And so it's called R.E.V.O. And here's what thing is, it's kind of, I don't know, bait and switch because it's only called R.E.V.O. on Steam.
Barbie is so much more than that.
Let us show you.
Get this crap out of here. Anyway, it's only called R.E.V.O. on Steam and everywhere else. It's just, on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, it's just called Ultimate Showdown version 2, revision 2, So it's like, okay, is that what this is? So why get everybody hyped up to thinking that it's a new Virtua Fighter when it kind of isn't? It's just a update. It's an update to, 5 Ultimate Showdown. Okay, fine. Are we done with 5 by now? It's been years, man. It's been over 18 years of 5. So I don't know. And what else makes me mad is like when they posted it as Virtua Fighter 5, R.E.V.O, right? You're thinking, all right, this is a new version. We got 2 new characters, right? So I sit through this. I'm kind of hyped by the song, but first thing you notice, all the graphics are the same. All the intro to new characters are pretty much the same as the old one. If it's different, I don't, I'm not noticing like a subtle difference because I pretty much looks exactly the same as the old intro sequence from the first game. I mean, Ultimate Showdown, 3 years ago now. So I'm like, all right. So I'm glad they did something. It's like it did something, but they shouldn't call it a new name like R.E.V.O. They're just giving you too much of a, too much hope of a new game. It's not a new Virtua Fighter game at all, really. And they said, they bring back some classic skills. What's that mean? Classic skills can mean one or two things. It's going to either mean that maybe they bring back the reversals. The reversals they took away from Vanessa and Kage, and they lost their default, reversals, okay? Pai kept hers, and of course Akira kept his, and Aoi kept hers, and Wolf kept his dragon screw, right? But why take away Vanessa's reversals in the first place? It's called defensive style for a reason. So I don't know, that kind of, diminished the game a little bit to me. Because she had plenty of attacks already, she didn't really need more attacks, and the ways to give her more attacks about taking away the reversals. It's like a tactical move. So here we are. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'll play it. Obviously, it's free. Anyway, it's free anyway because this is an update for Ultimate Showdown. So that means it's gonna be free. But the question is when it's gonna come out. It's not like I'm not gonna play it, but god damn it. I mean, here's the thing: when that new executive at Sega, when he said there's a new Virtua Fighter coming, I didn't think he meant we're just updating it, making an update, a revision update. So I'm like, why do you even say that? Get people's hopes up, and then you come out with this and like, make an actual new Virtua Fighter. I mean, I don't care who you got to hire. Here's the deal: when they made Tekken originally, Namco just poached a lot of developers from Sega AM2 in order to make Tekken. So now AM2 is completely gone. That's what I pretty much discerned from what everybody's been saying, that AM2 is completely gone now. They don't have a team to make a Virtua Fighter. Okay, well then why don't you just start poaching people from Namco and the Tekken team to make this game, make the new game. You're gonna have to. You gotta get some first fighting game developers from somewhere to make a actual new version. They're doing something. All right, as a revision. The biggest takeaway from this thing, don't see from it so far, is that okay, they're adding rollback netcode, is what everybody wanted. That's a positive. And they make some move forward, but again, how small is that? It took this long to make this little of a smaller move. Okay, they moved the goalpost maybe a couple yards, 2 yards out of 100 yards. You moved it maybe 2 yards to just update a balance update, basically a balance patch, and possibly couple new moves. I mean, and it took 3 years for that. How long is it going to take to add new characters? Like, hey, this is going to take, a decade. It's like going to take a decade to make something actually substantial. Because really, it looks like there's not going to be any new stages. There's not going to be, any new characters. Definitely no new characters. There may be one new stage or two. We'll be lucky. The best case scenario is maybe we get to play Doral again. Maybe. That's all you're going to get. It took fucking 3 years for this. I would wish, they're like, well, man, delay a couple more years and do something significant. And here's the deal: people are really, really full of false hope, because when they came out of Ultimate Showdown, right? Everybody said, well, yeah, this is just a little stopgap, and they can put out till they may bring out, Ultimate Virtua Fighter 6. Okay, there's 3 years of that. 3 years of that with just basically a graphic update and a few changes to say the interface on online. Okay, so there's new lobbies and you can play training mode while you're waiting for somebody to join, like auto join. Okay, auto challenge. So I'm like, what the hell is that? In 3 years. So what's this gonna buy? 6 years? Because this is more of an update than Ultimate Showdown was, in a way. It's more substantial in it because it's not just a change of paint. It's the actual, gameplay revision. Okay. I applaud them to have the courage to do that. Come on, we need new characters. My problem with this is I was watching this whole cinema here, opening cinema. Thinking, okay, it's Virtua Fighter 5 R.E.V.O. Where's the 2 new characters, right? I'm assuming there's going to be 2 new characters because you give me a new name. And there's no new characters today. And so I'm really pissed. I mean, so it was a slow burn. You're watching this, all right, fine, there's a new song, blah, 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 blah. Showing old characters. You're expecting to see 2 new characters at the end. It goes all the way through 17 characters. And there's no new characters. Hell, man. I'm kind of just crestfallen about it. The only good thing I could say about this is, all right, maybe Vanessa will get her reversals back, but that's not necessarily so. I mean, because they're saying there's going to be return of new skills. That can be interpreted a lot of ways, because, it's translated from Japanese. So the return of new popular skills. No, it said return of popular old skills, right? Or coming back. That can mean that defensive move, punch and kick is back. That's what that can mean. That doesn't necessarily mean to bring back reversals of characters. That's my hope that they give Vanessa reversals back. Sabaki's be damned. Or it can mean that, or it can mean a couple things. I mean, or it could just mean like some moves are coming back, you know, because Jeffrey, he lost his manual Splash Mountain, you know, default Splash Mountain. He lost that because they had to make it a kick throw, a hit throw. So yeah, they do a kick and then do the Splash Mounting, and that's the only way you can do it is off counter hit. Off hit, really, because counter hit's guaranteed, but off hit is at least hit you with the front kick, with his toe kick, and then do Splash Mounting. It's really dumb. I mean, they went out of their way to make this game easier for new players, and not that many new players came. It's just like a lateral move, and most players that play this game was games that played it 20 years ago. Not that many new players came to it, and they came and went. So it wasn't worth, you know, making it more accessible. So they're saying they're making it even more accessible this time around, which probably means there's going to be a simple input mode. And here's the thing, if you're going to say there's new moves, show it in the cinema. Show some gameplay of the actual new moves. You want to get people hyped about this, what are we actually getting out of this? I hope it's not, you know, hope it's something substantial, because we waited this goddamn long. We waited 3 years for this, so maybe something substantial. As far as a balance update, I don't know, I take it or leave it. Depends on how significant it is. So there you go. R.E.V.O. Good they're doing something. But I'm like, if you're gonna give a name R.E.V.O, that sounds like Evo. Evo was like the better revision of Virtua Fighter 4. Don't call it that. I don't know, it gets you hyped up too much. I'm not unrealistic enough to think they're gonna add quest mode to this. I wish they would add quest mode, but really, for this, I don't think they would add quest mode. Just a Virtua Fighter 5 slight update. It's not gonna have something that much in it, too. You know, they're gonna have something that significant like quest mode. Otherwise, they would charge for it. Otherwise, I think if they wouldn't be a quest mode, they would have had changed even the PS5 and PS4 versions to R.E.V.O instead of saying calling it update version 1. It was just a version 1 update. I mean, version 2.0 update, right? It's not going to be any quest mode. If there was, they would charge for it. Even though, because this game initially they didn't charge for it at all. It was just free PSN or whatever. But do something. I think they did something. I'm glad they did something. I'm glad it's not just end with Ultimate Showdown the way it was. So I'm glad it didn't end there. But I was hoping they would, you know, be some new characters. Especially, that's what happens. You can't trust the rumor mill that much, because the rumor mill said that they're doing a reboot of Virtua Fighter, which means, you know, that implies all new characters. You know, a significant number of all new characters. But this is a reboot. This is not a reboot. Okay, this is just an update. So it remains to be seen if that's what we're actually getting. Because I was more excited about a reboot than this. You know, a reboot is something, at least that's something brand new. In this case, if this is, you know, how much they moved the goalpost in like 3 years, an actual reboot is like 10 years down the line or something, 5 to 10 years down the line, given at this rate. We'll wait and see. Hopefully we get this by the end of the year. I mean, that's why I've been holding back on not saying anything until I actually get something concrete. This is the closest thing to something concrete I've seen in, like, I don't know, years. That's it. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll still keep crossing our fingers for Virtua Fighter 6.